Yo, everybody, welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report Wrestling Edition. You already fucking know it's a goddamn Wednesday. You know what that fucking means. I stole that from my nigga JR from the motherfucking AEW promo. I'm your boy, Big Black.
And I'm your boy, unenthusiastically, Game Dollar.
Hey, it works.
Somebody gotta have the energy.
It works. You gotta, even if you don't have it, you gotta fake it till you make it, brother.
I got all my energy out of my body by age 16.
You're an asshole. Fucking hilarious. All right, old man River. What we got today, bro? Dropping all types of shit.
Well, I figured we started off with some sad news.
I know. Damn. Yeah.
Fucking rest in peace, New Jack.
Rest in peace, New Jack.
Real name Jerome Young, for those who don't know. ECW legend. He passed away May 14th at the age of 58 due to a heart attack. Luckily he was at home.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because like sadly a lot of these guys go in like shitty motel rooms on the road.
Yeah, and go days before they're found.
Yeah, so it's kind of good to see him go out with natural causes, and well, who knows if it was natural causes, the heart attack, but at least good to see him pass at home with his family.
Right.
But yeah, it's New Jack, man. He was a crazy motherfucker. He would jump off balconies. He'd fucking stab you with a fork.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of a 16-year-old in Massachusetts one time.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Google the mass transit incident. It's a fucking crazy ass story.
Oh god, it's on Dark Side of the Ring too. Like,
yeah,
check
check out his Dark Side of the Ring.
Check that shit out, please.
I rewatched it when he passed. And even his theme song. I don't know how much you remember New Jack, but his theme song was "Natural Born Killers" by Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. Mm-hmm. And I think of two things when I hear that song, and neither one of them are Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. I think of a different podcast that I watch because that's part of their intro. Like they have that as their intro, and it's always New Jack because for some reason in ECW, he was the only person that they would let his intro music play through his entire fucking match on a loop. And he just go out there and fuck shit up with his trash can of weapons.
That was his juice, yo. He needed the juice. Fucking
legend.
Rest
in peace, New Jack.
I was very, very that's the shitty part about wrestler deaths. It's never, I don't want to say this and sound insensitive. It's always shocking when someone dies. But it's really not surprising when you hear a wrestler dying before 60, which is, unfortunate. Rest in peace, New Jack. That nigga, he did it all.
Oh, one thing I forgot to... I knew this. I heard him tell it in a story on a podcast before, but I don't know if you knew. He's a former bounty hunter before he got into wrestling. That motherfucker had 4 justifiable homicides on his record as a bounty hunter.
Whoa, shit.
Savage.
Wow, I knew he was crazy. Like I said, there are acts that are crazy or characters that are crazy, and then there are legitimate crazy motherfuckers. Well, the thing is,
this is before he went like full out crazy because he went balls to the wall crazy after that dude landed on his head off of one of those balcony dives. That really fucked him up, and that's what made him go like off the deep end.
But he was less. The point I'm making is he's already cooked before.
He was already a wild man.
That shit. Wow.
Yeah. Rest in peace, New Jack.
Rest in peace, New Jack. For real.
Like we were talking about the Dark Side of the Ring. I don't know if you've been watching them. We had the Brian Pillman was the season premiere. It was a 2-parter. It normally airs Thursday nights, but I think they did it like Thursday and Saturday for the 2-parter. And then this past Thursday was the Ultra Violence of Nick Cage, who's a deathmatch legend. And he fucking robbed a bank and shit like that, like hooked on drugs. Crazy ass story. And dude, watch that one if you can, because it's very violent. There's a lot of blood because it's deathmatch wrestling. They fucking wrestled through glass, light tubes, barbed wire.
Oh yeah.
There's a famous incident where he gets stabbed in the armpit and he loses a lot of blood that they cover in that shit. But yeah, it's fucking insane. Check
Yeah,
those out.
I've got them all on the DVR, so when I binge them.
Yeah, I don't know what order they're
being-
going in there, but those are the first two.
I stopped being a dad. It's kind of awful. Sorry, baby. No sense. Just kidding.
WWE is also doing their biography still on A&E. Like I've covered before, they did Stone Cold, Roddy Piper, Macho Man, Booker T, and Shawn Michaels was the most recent one. Next week is Ultimate Warrior. Then we got Mick Foley and Bret Hart still to come. They're also doing their Most Wanted Treasures show.
Yeah, that shit's good.
The newest one was Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, I only got about 20 minutes into it. I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, check those out. And before we get into what what I watch and cover, did you hear about what happened on WWE last night?
Nope.
So apparently there was a lumberjack match. The lumberjacks were fucking zombies.
What?
Yeah, so they were doing a promotional thing with Army of the Dead.
Okay.
And they did zombie fucking lumberjacks. It's kind of lame. And a lot of people were talking shit about it. Like, I think AEW did the movie tie-in a lot better. Like, they did the Kong vs. Godzilla tie-in. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't, they didn't have somebody dressed up like King Kong and Godzilla outside of the ring.
No. Yeah, it was Luchasaurus and Bear Country, whatever the fuck their name is. Yeah. Big ass motherfuckers versus a nigga that dresses like a dinosaur. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
But having the gimmick of like zombies at ringside devouring the Miz and whoever his partner was, it was kind of lame. And then they had a team together to fight off the zombies. It was pretty corny.
That's why I don't watch WWE products. Current products. I'll watch the shit that I grew up on.
I mean, I'm sure some people found it.
I'm sure it's WWE. They fucking love the shit that they throw.
But when I seen it, I was like, we're a little old, like past that at this point. I think
AEW had a Army of Darkness promotion too.
Army of the
Dead. I fucked up. Wrong
Great
D
movie.
word.
Great movie, but wrong one.
Yeah, wrong D word. My bad. But yeah, there was a little digital promo on the ring, and they showed a fucking commercial, and that was it. Thank you. That's all we fucking need. That's all we need.
Oh yeah, I was.
I can't. I'm gonna look this shit up.
I came across an article this morning about it, and I was like, all right, I gotta look this up. So I looked up. I'd seen a couple of quick highlights, and I was like, wow, this is kind of bad.
I'm looking it up as we speak because I can't let this go by without me just shitting all over it, because I will take every opportunity to shit on the things that you love. Fucking WWE, get out of here.
I mean, yeah, I think they could have did it a little better. I don't know, man.
This headline: Zombie stunt at WrestleMania Backlash is one of WWE's saddest moments ever.
Yeah,
that's fucking bad.
They had the fog machine going, so like the mats, you couldn't see the mats; it was all foggy. You know how they have all those screens that the fans show up on?
Yeah,
they look like graveyards and like abandoned buildings and shit like that. It was a little bit. It was a bad dude. I was not.
Oh man, not looking at these. Oh, please, Lord, let this video work. Please, Lord. If there's a God, hey. Also, if we start crashing out and start, it's because I'm using this shitty laptop. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's working. What?
Yeah. I mean, I know they had a legitimate tie-in with that movie because obviously Dave Bautista's in the movie, and he's I think is he a Hall of Famer yet?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, he's
I think it might be this year or soon.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a easy tie-in, but I think you could have found a better way to do it and not make it look as cheesy. I mean, they spent money on the production, but it just didn't come off good.
Oh no, we're not saying this is cheap.
Yeah.
In that sense. This is fucking awful.
Like that's something I would expect to watch on like Saturday morning wrestling that we used to watch when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like that, at that time I'd be like, oh shit, this is awesome. But as a wrestling fan now, I don't know. I couldn't couldn't get it. I don't see myself getting into that if I was a
shit
faithful
is fucking
WWE
whack.
watcher.
And if you fucking defend this, you are fucking delusional because this shit, the production values are through the roof. We're not denying that. But this is the shittiest fucking gimmick, man.
I can't
and
wait
the
to talk
fucking
to
crowd noise.
My friends who are WWE faithfuls, I'd like to hear their opinion on that shit.
Oh my god, that was fucking terrible. The crowd noise was awful. It sounds artificial as fuck.
So super artificial.
Oh my god, that's just everything have had. We've that's the thing. We've witnessed sporting events with audio pumped in like crowd noise and shit, and that is by far the worst. Which is crazy because it's the most controlled environment. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. I will always shit on the things that you love. Current WWE products, I'm shitting on it every chance I get because that shit fucking sucks. Shit was fucking stupid.
That's kind of one of the reasons why I brought it up.
Oh, I thought
about not mentioning it at all, but I was like, no, John's gonna have a field day with this one.
You already know, bro. I'm not even drunk. You guys.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, let's keep it moving.
we do have a lot to cover, kind of. Jumping into Impact, we had Impact on Access. They had a few matches leading up to their Under Siege pay-per-view that happened on Saturday. So this one, they had a bunch of matches that would build up on that storyline. So they're the number one contender match for the Knockout Women's Championship. Havoc defeated Rosemary in that one, so Havoc is going on to face Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts Championship at Under Siege. They had an X Division scramble for the number one contender for the X Division Championship. My boy El Phantasmo from New Japan came through, defeated Petey Williams, Ace Austin, Rohit Raju, and AC Romero and TJP. So he was able to move on and get a title shot in what was it? I think that was his second match in Impact. No, second match in Impact. And his third is going to be a title shot. Next up, we had Willie Mack defeating Sam Beale. After he got that win, he got attacked by W. Morrissey, which is that dude Big Cass that came over from WWE.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Next up, we had David Finlay of Finjuice. He defeated Carl Anderson of the Good Brothers. Didn't really defeat him. He got the win by DQ. Because obviously the Good Brothers roll with Kenny Omega and Don Callis, so that shit ain't gonna come out fair. Then we had Brian Myers taking on Crazy Steve. He's crazy because he got two Z's in his crazy name.
Crazy Steve with two Z's.
But yeah, Brian Myers got the win there. And then in the main event, we had a 6-man tag match. All 6 of these guys are in the 6-man number one contender match that's going to be at Under Siege. It was Sami Callihan, Chris Bay, and Moose defeating the team of Matt Cardona, Trey Miguel, and Chris Sabin.
Moose is that nigga.
Yeah. Moose is the beast.
Yeah.
So jumping to Under Siege, that pay-per-view, which I don't know if it was an official pay-per-view or if it's just something they did through their app because they kept saying Impact Plus. So it might have been an exclusive to their Impact Plus app. Like if you're a subscriber to that shit, I don't know.
Huh.
But Brian Myers took on another member of Decay. As I just covered, he defeated Crazy Steve with 2 Z's.
2 Z's.
And to open up Under Siege, he beat Black Taurus.
Oh, yeah, that's your boy.
The most professional wrestler defeated Black Taurus. This giant ass luchador with a fucking Taurus
head, Minotaur head. That's what I was trying to say.
Big ass Minotaur head. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck he wrestles with that thing on, dude.
Bro, he's got to have all types of fucking straps and shit in that thing, man. Yeah. Like, because that shit is big as fuck. It's like it's almost comically large.
Yeah,
like, it's
chafing, dude. Yeah, it looks like a bad '90s movie like costume.
It's a good,
but he's a beast though. He's a fantastic luchador style wrestler for his size, dude. He's a fucking monster. Imagine, for those who may know, imagine Miro being like a luchador. It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know if he might be as jacked as. You know. Anyway, next up we had Taylor Wilde and Tennille Dashwood teaming up, defeating Susan and Kimberly. Then we had a 4-way tag team match for the number one contenders for the tag team championships. We had Ace Austin and Madman Fulton defeating the teams of Triple XL, which is AC Romero and Larry D. The other teams were Petey Williams and TJP, Rohit Raju, and Shira.
Shira wins.
Then we had W. Morrissey defeating Willie Mack, because we had, like I just covered, Willie Morrison attacked Willie Mack after his match on Impact. Then the Knockouts Tag Team Championship match, we had Fire and Flavor defeating the current champion, former champions, Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering, to win back their championships in one of the two best matches of the night.
Yeah,
because even the X Division were two of my favorites of this night, and there was 3 matches after these two.
You were pretty vocal during that women's match.
Oh yeah, dude, Fire and Flavor, they're awesome, dude. Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz, they're nasty wrestlers.
Yeah.
And then next up, we had the X Division Championship match. We had Josh Alexander defeated my boy El Phantasmo. Great match, but I didn't see my boy Phantasmo winning that shit. I don't think they're gonna have another outside wrestler come in and win another one of their belts. They already lost the tag belts, and they lost the world championship. I don't think they're gonna give up their X Division belt too.
Wait. Who's the tag belts lost to?
The tag belts are FinJuice got the tag belts.
Oh,
they're New Japan guys.
Oh shit. Okay, honestly, I thought, how like Moxley wrestles as Moxley across promotions.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was like. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. All right.
So yeah, FinJuice came over from New Japan, did that whole young boy angle with the Good Brothers, beat them for the belts, and now they're not like ducking the Good Brothers. They're just kind of booking them in different angles because the Good Brothers are like focused dealing with Kenny Omega and his shit.
Yeah.
But eventually they're gonna get their rematch. But yeah, so that was the X Division Championship. Like I said, Josh Alexander defending his belt. I like his nickname too, the Walking Weapon.
WWF. No, sir.
It's the fucking man. That's the Canadian Kurt Angle dude, if you remember.
Yes. Okay. When you say that, I totally. Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Next up, we had the Knockouts Championship match. We had Deonna Purrazzo defending her belt against Havoc. She got the win there. 6-man tag match. We had Eddie Edwards and FinJuice. So that's Eddie Edwards, Juice Robinson, and David Finlay. They defeated the team of Kenny Omega, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson, otherwise known as the Good Brothers. So like I told you, they were a little preoccupied to be dealing with the tag team championship match.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know Kenny Omega's got his like the next official Impact pay-per-view. Kenny Omega has championship match. So I'm assuming the Good Brothers will be defending against Ace Austin and Madman Fulton at that pay-per-view. I mean, FinJuice, not the Good Brothers, because the Good Brothers will be next. Then in the main event, we had Moose defeating Chris Sabin, Chris Bay, Sami Callihan, Matt Cardona, and Trey Miguel in the 6-way number one contenders match. Yeah.
I can count.
Yeah, so Moose is going on to hopefully win back his belts. And it's funny, at the end, he said he's going to win back our belts. So basically saying like Impact's belts.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're playing that angle, which makes a ton of sense to do. But yeah, I definitely see Moose getting the belts back because I don't think they're going to keep Kenny Omega the world champion that long.
Nah, I know, but damn, Kenny really is the best wrestler in the world right now.
He really is, but
It's
I mean, he can't. The champion's a lot of responsibility.
It is. It's a lot of obligations
to do that for 3 different companies.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, the only way if he wins, if he wins, I could see him going to New Japan and having a title match there. That's the only way I see any reason to let him win this next title defense.
Yeah, but the belt collector's so new. I don't know, man. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. A wrestling fan of not WWE.
But that's the only way I could see him keeping the belt collector storyline going, is if they have a definite he's gonna come and win the New Japan belt.
That's hard, man, but it's really intriguing. And
it is.
It's literally, I would be watching this shit if I had the time. Like, I seriously would. But it's
a ton of shit.
Yeah,
ton of shit.
So tight. Shit is so tight.
Jumping into, we were kind of touching on it. New Japan. Still the state of emergency out there in Japan. So they had a couple of shows canceled. One of them being Wrestle Kingdom, but it's Wrestle Grand Slam at Yokohama Stadium. That was supposed to be this past weekend, but that was canceled.
Mm-hmm.
They still have 3 events scheduled for next week. And then it's the road to Wrestle Grand Slam at the Tokyo Dome. So there's those 3 events, but the actual Wrestle Grand Slam and at the Tokyo Dome is canceled.
Wow.
So yeah,
I know, man. It's like the Olympics are supposed to happen this summer. Like, watch our other podcast, the Minority Sports Report, where we talk about other sports. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Olympics real quick because that shit's been affected too, and I've been waiting. It's gonna be 6 years. Holy shit!
No, but yeah, so I think the reason these 3 Road 2 shows are happening is because I think they're at smaller venues, so it might be a capacity issue. But I'm not 100% sure. That's just my guesstimation.
But
I also know a bunch of wrestlers had tested positive for COVID for the Japanese side of Japan.
Yeah, okay.
That was, since we haven't recorded in a while, that was about 2 weeks ago at this point. So I'm not sure how they're all doing, but I know that was an issue going into those events.
Damn.
They were still able to have WRESTLIN Dontaku 2021.
Okay.
That got in right before the state of emergency. It was a 2-night event. Just gonna kind of burn through these real quick. We had fucking New Japan in their fucking factions. We had dude, listen to how many times I mentioned Bullet Club and these other factions.
All right.
Bullet Club. This is the team of Dick Tongo, Taji Ishimori, Yujiro Takahashi, and Evil, defeating Masawato, Tiger Mask, Hiroyoshi Tenzin, and Toru Yano. Next up, we had Chaos. That's the team of Sho, Yo, Kazuchika Okada. They defeated Suzuki Gun, which is the team of Yoshinobu Kanemaru, El Desperado, and Minoru Suzuki. Then we had Los Ingobernables de Japón. I have no idea.
Yo, that's a mouthful, dog.
Yeah, that's the team of Bushi, Sanada, Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi. They defeated the United Empire, which is a team of Jeff Cobb, who you may remember. He showed up on Dynamite a couple of times.
Yeah,
Aaron Hanari, the Great Okan, and Will Ospreay, which is their new world champion. Then next up, we had the rights to challenge the IWGP Tag Team Champions. This is Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Tonga Loa, who's one of the Tag Team Champions for the Guerrillas of Destiny. But Zack Sabre Jr. was able to win that, so they earned their title shot for the IWGP Championship, Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Then I believe they said it was their 3rd ever ladder match, but they had an Iron Finger from Hell ladder match, which is basically this weird ass metal glove that slides over your 4 fingers. But Tachi, who's Zack Sabre Jr.'s tag team partner, defeated Tama Tonga, who's the other tag team champion, with his cousin brother Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa. Wait a minute. I want to see.
And I say
thing.
cousin brothers because they're really cousins, but they lived as adopted brothers their entire life.
Oh, nice.
And for those who remember Haku, WCW wrestler, he went by Ming in WWF. Those are his kids.
This thing that's a crazy device.
The little glove?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had a ladder match. Same style as we would see in like WWE or anything else. But this glove was in a clear tote bag that was hanging over the ring. And Japan's ladders are very weird. They're not the typical ladders that we see in Home Depot or like these ladder matches or anything like that. They were oddly designed, but it worked. It was a good match.
They are oddly designed.
And then in the main event of night one, we had the Never Openweight Championship match. We had Jay White defeating the former champion Hiroshi Tanahashi. So Jay White, who is, I believe he's the leader of the Bullet Club, or he's like one of the leaders of the Bullet Club, but they call him Switchblade Jay White. He's becoming one of my new favorite wrestlers.
I like him just from the name.
Him, El Phantasmo, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, like they're all Bullet Club members, and they're some of the best wrestlers out there. I do like that Zack Sabre Jr. dude. Will Ospreay's pretty good, but I'm becoming a typical wrestling. What are they called? Wrestling mark. Pretty soon you're gonna see me in a Bullet Club shirt.
Hey, it's cool, dog. It's cool.
So moving on to night two.
Marking hard, dog. Marking.
Night two. Here come the fucking stables. Suzuki Gun. That's Dookie or Doiki. I don't know how you say that. Zack Sabre Jr. and Tachi defeating the Bullet Club, which is made up of Jado, Tongaloa, and Tama Tonga. In the next match, we had the Bullet Club. That's Taji Ishimori and Yujiro Takahashi defeating Master Wato and Hiroyoshi Tenzin. Then we had the United Empire. That's Jeff Cobb, Aaron Henare, and the Great Okan defeating, I'm not even going to try to say the name again, the one that I fucked up earlier. That's the team of Bushi, Sanada, Tetsuya Naito. The next match we had Ryusuke Taguchi, Toru Yano, and Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating the Bullet Club, which is Dick Tongo, Evil, and Switchblade Jay White. And then in the main event, we had the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match. That's Will Ospreay, who is the champion. He defended his belt successfully against Shingo Takagi in a fucking 45-minute match.
Damn, son.
Yeah. These went hard for 45
Holy
minutes. Holy
shit. That's 15 minutes from an Iron Man match.
Dude, these matches, a lot of these New Japan matches are like minimum 20 minutes, fucking 30 minutes, 40, 45-minute matches, dude.
Same. When I did watch it, they're always, I love the Japanese style of wrestling, man. I love everything about it, bro. Like that shit. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
And the standards are different. So like when I'm watching, they'll be like fucking each other up, look at the camera. I told them to fuck off. Like just talking bad shit. And it all flies. They can say whatever they want out there. So like all the American or like the English speaking wrestlers, they have a field day. So that was the New Japan Japanese side. We still have New Japan Strong going on in the US. This past week we had Rocky Romero defeating AJZ. Then we had the team of Leo Rush and Fred Rosser defeating my boy El Phantasmo.
El Phantasy.
Mad busy last week.
Taking L's.
No, he got 2 wins and then took an L. Well, 2 wins, then 2 L's. But yeah, him and Hikuleo, they lost that tag team match against Leo Rush and Fred Rosser. And then in the main event, we had an 8-man tag team elimination match. So obviously you get pinned or submitted, you leave. Right. We had Team Filthy. That's Tom Lawler, your brother, his boy Chris Dickinson that he met in New Bedford.
Chris Dickinson, shout out,
Chris Dickinson. He gives a lot of love to New Bedford. I've seen some interviews. He was like, yeah, I'm from here. I think he's from like Jersey or some shit. but he shows mad love for Massachusetts because he stayed out there for a while.
And we will fucking show all the goddamn love. Not only because my brother knows you, because we're fucking Boston boys, all right?
And I was a fan of his before I even knew that because he's been going hard. Like he got a title shot versus Tom Lawler, he's that new champ that they just created the belt for.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be competing for that belt soon.
Ooh,
doing big things.
You want to see something that'll make you mad real quick? It's totally off. My boy, he's a cameraman for the Abs. He's about to shoot that game tonight. Oh, that bastard. Playoffs. All right.
Yeah, playoff hockey, baby. That's exactly what I'm watching when we're done recording this. But yeah, so like I said, Team Filthy, that's Tom Lawler, Chris Dickinson, JR Kratos, and Danny Limelight. They defeated the team of Brody King, Clark Connors, Carl Fredericks, and TJP. But yeah, so and also that dude Chris Dickinson, he was the last man standing in that match. So he actually got the win.
Well,
yeah, doing big things out there.
Big things, putting his dick all everywhere.
So we have, where is it? All right, there we go. AEW Dynamite. Finally, something you could talk about.
Yeah, I was literally rubbing the AEW, waiting to talk about a good wrestling promotion. I mean, New Japan's tight too. Hey, listen. New Japan's tight. I'm talking about WWE. All right, so shut your fucking pie hole. I'll turn this belt sideways, stick it straight up your candy ass.
My Rudy Poo candy ass.
Nope, just candy ass, because you don't get the Rudy. Or the Tootie, or the Fruity, okay? You get the Rudy, like Notre Dame movie Rudy, okay? That's what
the
you
Rudy
get,
Tootie Fresh and Fruity.
I love that shit. Was that at Friendly's or IHOP?
That was IHOP, I believe.
Yo, I didn't know Friendly's is like a New England thing. I didn't know that until I moved out here. I was so mad.
They're an endangered species. There's not many of them left.
I know. I'm trying to get to one like this year, but anyways.
I think I know. If you come out here, I think I know of one that's still open. I can take it to.
Oh, trust me, I've been following it on the internet, dog. It's kind of fucking pathetic.
I'd have to check to see. I'd have to check to see if it's still open because it's been like a year since I've been there.
It's fucking pathetic, but that's just me.
But yeah, so jumping into Dynamite, this one we kicked off with a New Japan Championship match. We had the Iwgp United States Championship match. That's champion Jon Moxley defending his belt against New Japan legend Yuji Nagata. Why are you showing that shirt? That was a terrible match.
Hey, Moxley's on the shirt, okay? I was trying to find it, looking at
great match, terrible ending.
Yeah, the ending sucked, okay? There's no denying that. Like, that shit was awful. But yo, that match with Moxley, and I don't know his name. Fucking awesome. It was very
Yuji
Nagata, thank you.
Former member of the was he in
the Bullet Club?
No, I was gonna say former member of the NWO. Hold on, I think I'm remembering that correctly.
But yeah, that match was pretty solid. It they opened the card with that. I called it the card. God damn, I was thinking the UFC. They opened the show with that match, which was pretty tight because Moxley's always a draw, and it's always good to pay homage to. Moxley is American, but he's fucking Japanese as fuck. You know, he's like engrossed in that culture and everything. So it was really awesome to see him adapt his style. You know, it was still Jon Moxley, but it was the Japanese Jon Moxley. You know, that's what I noticed watching the fight, and I thought that shit was fucking tight. It was fucking tight.
Looks like I'm racist and mixing him up with another Asian guy.
Oh, it happens.
Sorry, Yuji Nagata.
We're racist.
You may not have been a member of the NWO.
We're unintentional racist.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. But yeah, that match was fucking tight. The respect that was there. And again, I can see people watching this match and being like, that match was boring, that match sucked. And it's like, if you thought that, it's because you don't, and I'm just gonna say it, you don't understand, you don't appreciate wrestling culture and wrestling styles.
Yeah.
It was a really fucking good match. It wasn't like crazy bumps here and there. That's not the Japanese style. There's a couple of bumps.
You got to remember that Nagata is also like a 50-something-year-old
old
man.
as fuck, and he was exactly, bro. You stole the words out of my mouth, and I was gonna say, for a fucking man that's I can barely walk up the stairs sometimes without throwing my back out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
same thing we're not covering it in this episode because we missed it, but going back to Blood and Guts. Everybody giving a shit about Chris Jericho using the crash pad. He's a 50-something-year-old man.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna want a fucking crash pad.
20-something feet?
No, I think they said it was like 15.
It was
15 somewhere. I want to say somewhere between 15 to 18 feet. I don't think it was a full 20 feet.
Okay. But either way,
you got to remember that the stage is level.
Oh yeah, the stage. That's right.
It's not like when Mankind did it, he went all the way.
He went all the way down. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, again, same shit. I'm glad you brought that up because when I saw it happen, I was like, that could have been crazier. And then my immediate thought was, what the fuck am I talking about? This dude is like 50 and just jumped off of a fucking 2-story building. Like that shit is crazy.
My thing was it's bad production.
Yeah,
because they could have shot it better to hide the crash pad.
Yeah,
but the two main angles is one is showing fucking fake diamond plate on top of plywood, and an obvious crash pad, and then the other one is overhead, which blows everything too. Like,
yeah,
you could have come up with better angles. You had time to practice that.
Yep, and I will say this: I'll give WWE its props when it's due. Their angles, for the most part, are fucking spectacular. And as much as I hate their shit, Vince McMahon would never let that kind of shit fly on WWE. But these are growing pains, and I still love you. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be upset. It's okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, what can you do when you got 50-year-old wrestlers jumping off?
I know, it was still crazy, man. Shit, he fucking he legitimately dislocated his elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming that's when he went through, like, trying to absorb the bump.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you fucking boom, and it was his left arm here. So
yeah.
But yes, dope match. They actually got a couple drinks after the fact. I saw a Twitter post. Moxley and you gotta just chill.
Actually, I got another criticism for AEW coming up in a minute.
Let's do it because I probably agree with you. But let's go.
Yeah, I think you know where I'm going. But so yeah, after that IWGP US Championship match that Moxley won, we had the AEW Tag Team Championship match. This was the Young Bucks titles versus SCU's tag team, I guess, because if they lost, they had to break up.
Yeah.
And Young Bucks got the win. So SCU, which is the team of Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, because technically I don't think Scorpio Sky is SCU now that he's with Ethan Page.
Yeah. He was basically just filling in.
Yeah, so SCU is now officially broken up, I guess.
It's a defunct tag team partnership, which I didn't get to experience for that many years because I wasn't into wrestling.
I don't know how long they've been tagging together, but they've been tagging together for a long time.
For a grip, yeah.
I think they also tagged on like Impact back in the day, TNA, Impact. They've been together for a long time.
SCU.
But yeah, they had the little moment after the match, hugged it out and shit like that. Young Bucks gave them their time. They got right out of the ring after they won.
I can't stand the Young Bucks, but whatever. I just hate their stupid fucking headbands and their stupid fucking gyrations. And then it's like, we're bad guys, but hey, we're Christian. Like, come on, man.
I always forget that.
Like, why do you man. Like, if you're gonna go full heel, just drop. We know you're fucking super religious.
The goody two shoes heels.
Yeah, it's so weird to me, man. It's so weird. They're fantastic wrestlers, but it's just like, oh god, I hate this. I was with it for like a week or two with the heel gimmick, and then it's just like Young Buck's gonna Young Buck, you know.
One thing I forgot, that the match they did, I don't remember if you caught it, or you might not have even caught the reference because I think you were well out of wrestling at this point. I was too, but I've seen the moment where Shawn Michaels super kicks Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I think it was a WrestleMania match. He's like, I'm sorry, I love you, and then he super kicks him and wins.
I do.
Did you catch that? And I think it was Matt Jackson. He looks. I forgot which one it was. It was either Frankie or Christopher Daniels. He looks at him and was like, "I'm sorry, I love you," and then super kicks him and then starts laughing.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, that was a funny little moment in that match. But yeah, so it was a nice little nod because that was like Flair's retirement moment.
Yeah.
So that was like his little nudge, like to their team retirement.
Team breaking up. And also taking a shot at WWE.
Yes, sir.
Because why not? Because why not?
Why not kick somebody who barely knows you exist? No,
right.
I'm just joking.
They're hyper aware.
They're claiming that they don't know they exist.
That's the thing. So here, let me just say something real quick.
Go ahead.
To all the wrestling fans of WWE or just people in general. You have to know your competition. So despite what WWE says, oh, we're not paying attention to AEW, we don't care what they're doing. Yes, they fucking do. Mm-hmm. Because the more AEW gets popular, the more they eat into WWE's business. And businesses always are aware of their competition. If not, you're going to fucking fail. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. Vince McMahon is well aware of everything that's going on in the wrestling world.
Yeah. There's no fucking way. Despite what they say.
He has to.
Despite what they say and they try to make it seem, there's no fucking way.
Or at least he was at some point. Because like that whole shit during the Monday Night Wars where they had the ECW invasion and made it look like ECW was coming in. Like Vince had that all worked out with Paul Heyman behind everybody's back.
Right.
And ECW, not a lot of people knew about ECW at that time.
Nope.
So like he had to know what's going on.
He did. There's no question. There's no question. And a lot of their talent is married to talent in AEW, sure. So it's like there's no fucking way. So I just wanted to say that when they say
everybody leaves on bad terms, so there's still relationships there.
Exactly. So when they tell you that, we didn't switch from Wednesday because of AEW, that's bullshit. That's 100% why they fucking switched, because they were in the time slot before AEW was a thing, So it's just like don't.
Well, no. From what I heard, I think they did switch to Wednesdays when Dynamite was announced, and now they're getting out of the game. But I may be wrong on that. I think that's what I remember hearing.
No. Like they definitely are moving. AEW was announced. And then they were like, well, we're about to squash the little guy. We're moving NXT to fucking Wednesdays because NXT was always on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And they've literally lost all but 2 nights or 3 nights to AEW. Why the fuck are they going to lose to AEW, the new promotion, when they can just own Tuesday? So that's what they're doing. Yeah. They tried to stomp out the little guy, which is capitalism, and it didn't work. So they're going back to where they can have it uninterrupted, because nobody's watching Impact compared to like AEW, and even compared to WWE. Nobody's watching Impact, so like that's why they can do it. And it's just like, I just want people to realize like it's all bullshit. Don't fucking believe everything people tell you. Even myself, don't believe everything I'm telling you. Do your own goddamn research. But yeah.
I mean, Impact is growing on me, but Impact is definitely the promotion that I see people watching just because they're all around wrestling fans.
Yeah,
I don't think there's people that like, I only watch Impact.
I mean, I haven't met them. However, Impact is fucking huge in Europe. It is way bigger.
Is it really?
Yes, it is so big in Europe. It's crazy because that's all I was like, what the hell? And
I looked into the numbers. Man. They got talented. That X division is nuts.
It's really big in Europe. So like, I think that's where, I mean, people here in the States watch it too, but a lot of their viewership comes from overseas.
Didn't know that. Yeah, because the times when I watch it on Twitch, like the chat is popping on Twitch, man. Yeah, there's a fan base there, but I mean, they're on Twitch for a reason.
Right, exactly. They're there, but it's not.
They got a TV deal. They're on Access, but
it's
who fucking knows what channel Access TV
they're
is?
Not on exactly. They're not on TNT. They're not on your fucking USA. They're not on Sci-Fi. They're not on fucking Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not on the big ones. So again, it's third tier shit in terms of viewership and their access to shit. Not that their talent is third tier, it's just that's the promotion. But anyways, we talked way too much about that shit.
Way too much. Anyway, we had the world title eliminator match. So this was Orange Cassidy versus Pac, trying to determine who's going to take on Kenny Omega at the next pay-per-view. This ended in a no contest because at one point the doctor was checking on Orange Cassidy. I forget exactly why.
He got slammed on his head.
Something like that. Slammed in his head, so he was getting checked out by the doctor. Don Callis distracted the ref, so Kenny Omega jumped in the ring and hit Pac with the belt, and both guys got counted out. So that's why it was no contest. So Omega and Callis was celebrating like, oh, we just got out of that title match. We don't got to do shit. And that's when Tony Schiavone came over. I mean, the obvious call. We now have a triple threat match. It's Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, and Pac at the next pay-per-view. Was it all... No, Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing. Yeah. So that match was supposed to happen. It was supposed to end in a no contest, but Orange Cassidy legitimately got injured.
Got hurt, yeah.
Yeah. Telling the viewers, he actually got injured, and he on the fly they had Kenny come out. But I think the original plan was, if I'm remembering this correctly, was they basically were just going to get counted out side the ring. Both of them were going to do like moves on each other and then just kind of get counted out. And then Don and all of them were going to come out and celebrate and all that shit. Yeah. So like
the doctor was legitimately checking on him.
Yeah, that was legit.
Yeah. And then Kenny Omega and Don Callis, they improv that on the spot.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, you cut me off. That was the very next thing I was getting ready to
say. I have to contribute somehow, damn it. God damn. Let me talk at least with the thing that I could talk about.
Finally.
Right.
So the next thing, I literally only wrote 2 lines. I wrote Pinnacle Coronation, Bubble Shower, and that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
But like you said, boring. I don't even remember what was said. I don't give a fuck what was said. Nope. It was a lot of MJF running his mouth, which it's not bad.
No.
It's just, you won the match. Who gives a shit now at this point?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Inner Circle came over. They had a fucking weird-ass cart with a hose, and then continued to spray the Pinnacle with champagne, which... This is the moment I wanted to criticize. This has already been done twice.
Yep.
By WWE. Why? You didn't even do it better.
Right. It wasn't even better. No.
You could have did something way different. Like when they did the fucking Orange Cassidy did the orange punch from the ceiling. Yeah. That was great.
That was, yeah.
What's up? Bite the WWE with Stone Cold's beer truck and Kurt Angle's milk truck.
Right.
And now a champagne cart, like that was
it was very, very uninspiring. I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
As soon as when I heard the beeping, I was like, what are they doing? And then as soon as I seen the fucking nozzle thing on the top, I was like, oh, don't tell me they're gonna do this shit. But sprayed them with champagne.
And they did, and it was stupid.
It was stupid. I mean,
it was fucking stupid.
No need to do that a third time. It's already been done.
Nope. Fuck, man. I would have taken water balloons. You know? Shit.
Yeah.
Anything but the fucking spray nozzle.
Yeah, they could have did something better. Yeah, come up with something different, just to be different. I mean, it just seemed like a biter thing to do. But anyway, that was my criticism for that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, bro. Like, I agree. This is whack.
Yeah. Next up, co-main event, we had Thunder Rosa defeating Jasmine Allure. And then in the main event, which was kind of the shock of the night for me, TNT Championship match, Miro defeated Darby Allin. I did not see that happening, at least on a Dynamite, but it makes sense because that's basically the TV championship.
Exactly.
Like after watching the episode, I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense that he will lose it on the show. But
right,
I don't know. I didn't see. I wasn't expecting it.
I honestly thought they were going to give him like another 2 or 3 months, because I don't know if we said this on air, but we've definitely said it to each other and within like the circle of friends. Sting and Darby are going to be a thing going at some point. You know, I just didn't expect it to happen this fast, because I think that's where they're going to go with it. He lost the title, so now he's going to be under Sting's mentorship, and he's going to unleash the beast even more. So, and then
they're kind of doing that tag team angle with him and Sting versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Exactly. So, like I said, I wasn't expecting it to happen. I thought it was like another 3 months out. I was expecting this to happen like after summertime. You know, going into the fall, winter shit. Yeah, I'm not going into fall, excuse me, not winter. But yeah, fucking Miro's the new TNT champ. Again, same thing with him. I wasn't expecting him to get that push this early in the year.
At least not for this belt. I thought he would have won the world championship before this.
Yeah, but you know, that's how he gets to the world championship. So obviously, I don't know. I mean, the cart.
No, it just seemed like he just always. I know he hasn't really been used much as a main eventer since he came over, but he's kind of like that signing of him. It was kind of high profile, so I would assume they would put him in the main event picture. But
Yeah, because I remember when they did sign him, Tony Khan said it's going to be about a year before you see us do anything with Miro because he has to earn his stripes, despite what he did in the other company. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And this is how you do it. You know, it's all the belts are important. You know what I'm saying? This is the TV belt, but it's not the fucking AEW championship. You know, so
I just always seen this as like the ECW TV championship. Like
that's exactly what it is.
Give it to the meaning that give it to the younger guys to shine. Like ECW, they had like Shane Douglas and fucking Taz. Those were the heavyweight main event fighting guys. And then RVD was always second or third match putting on fantastic shows with the TV championship.
Fuck yeah.
Which, how many times have we seen the TNT championship on the line as the first match? Many times.
Right. But
it's the same shit. So like I always seen that as Darby Allin, Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, like those kind of guys. So like when I seen this match with Miro, I was like, Miro's not going to win. Darby's going to pull it out somehow. And then he actually fucking won. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. It's a springboard belt, and it works. It works. Definitely gives credibility to the wrestler, but it doesn't take shine away from anybody else, which is fucking tight.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take shine away from
I'm
not saying you are for low level guys, but
no, I'm not saying you are. But it's a nice fucking belt for that midway to superstardom, you know?
The mid-carders.
Yeah, absolutely. But yes.
Surprising. He even had the shorts that were just like the belt. Do you remember that?
Who?
Miro?
Honestly, I wasn't even peeping his outfit. I was just
his shorts. His shorts were
match.
basically the TNT Championship belt.
Tight. That motherfucker. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does with it, because if the TNT belt's going to be on the line every week, which I think is going to be a thing, you know, with every wrestler, despite the motivations, he's gonna
every week
tear through shit.
Almost every week they've been doing it.
No, but like, you know, Darby had like a month or two where he didn't defend it, you know, and then Cody also did the same shit where it's like, you know what, I'm putting this shit on. I mean, he set the precedent when he first got it, you know.
I'm the open challenge and all that.
Right. Yeah. So I'm expecting it at some point to be, if not a weekly thing, like a bi-weekly thing. At least again, twice a month, you're going to defend that belt, because it's the TV belt, and the TV channel, the show's on 4 times a month. So whatever. But yeah, it was a good one. Congratulations to Miro.
Yep.
Congratulations to Darby. Now you get to work with Sting full time.
Now you get to work with Grandpa.
Gramps.
Grandpa face paint.
Grampy face paint. From that grandpa to you guys, I think we're done.
Fuck you.
Thank you guys for fucking with us. This is a little long episode. We did go on a little bit of tangents, but who cares? You can fucking skip through shit.
Not to cover.
Or you can just press play and walk away and listen to it in the background. Either way, we just want you to press play. So thank you for fucking with us. Follow us all collectively at TMS Report. Like I said, we also do the Minority Sports Report podcast, which is going to basically be all the other shit but wrestling. And follow us there at TMS Report once again. Oh yeah, also make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for these videos so you can get updated all the time. Game, where can they follow you, brah?
At Game666.
Oh my god, he's got the red background and all that, and I am at the Beatnik. Thank you guys for watching us and fucking with us again, like I said. So we'll talk to you next week. Peace the fuck in.